All right, guys, we're live on the tubes. Ashton will be back here in a minute. Got Ashton Crowder here with me at Area 51, broadcasting this race on the tubes through the live streaming. And guys, I've tried everything to get through one of these races this week with a 0x. Has not happened. I always get at least a 4x. People wrecking in blind turns on this track in the middle of the track. I thought I've cleared wrecks, and I'll come through and they'll just turn around right in front of me, not even paying attention if anybody's coming. It's been insane. Let me go look at the last race. I hadn't had a chance to look at it yet because I got wrecked out of it with a few laps to go. Yeah, minus 0.16. I'm going to lose my A license, I think, I'm sure, after maybe one or two more of these races. I don't care. I love Long Beach. I love the F4 car here at Long Beach. I gained 11 I rating and even got wrecked out with 3 to go because there's so many wrecks in these races. So I want to do another one. And I've labeled this race. And I'll buy any more of them that I run this week. If I run any more today or tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to label these things the 0x challenge because that's what it is. I failed to do it all week long, and it's like a challenge. Can I race one of these with a 0x? I want to go out and maybe 30 on a qual lap. I have a ton of qualifiers. These are short laps. I think three minutes is a lapse, but it doesn't matter. These things are short. Laps like a minute 19 seconds. I probably get one qual lap in. So I think the key is to either start like way in the back or to like try to get the pole or something. Like I don't know. I think maybe the pole would be good if somebody didn't ram into you on the start of the race in the first turn. But like, other than somebody not hitting you in the first turn, like, I don't know that the pole helps because sometimes I'm getting wrecked out later, like late in the race because lap traffic. Somebody just spins out and wrecks and you can't see them. You can see like right here, blind turn. Like, I love this track. I know where the turn is. It's actually a pretty wide turn here. But like, there could be somebody wrecked up there, and iRacing spotter says like, watch out, there's a car on the right or the left. You don't know if they're still there. You don't know where they're at for sure. And I've had times where it said, there's a car on the left, go right. And I go right, and I exit like right on the wall on the right or whatever in a turn, completely opposite side of the track it says. But right as I'm coming through the turn, that car doesn't look at their relative to see somebody's coming, and they just simply try to turn around. They just take the foot off the brakes, put on the gas, and just turn right around in front of you, and bam,
here comes your first
you get wrecked. So I know I'm complaining a lot, but I love this track and I love this car on this track, so I'm just going to keep doing this. I don't care if I lose my A license. I'll go back to a B license and then earn it back in a better track. Well, not a better track. I love this track, but I mean, it's an open track. Doesn't have concrete barriers everywhere, so you can make it through on 0x's and get my license back. I don't care. I don't race the F1 stuff anyway. I like to race the F3s, the F4s. I like to race the Super Formula cars and the Super Formula Lights. Those are kind of newer cars on iRacing. I like racing those. I've never once, I don't think I've ever ran a single lap on the Formula One cars in iRacing. And now that I've said it, I probably should. I mean, I think I own one, so I might have turned a few laps, but I haven't raced a race. I know for sure I haven't raced a race in them, I don't think. And if somebody wants to look at my profile on iRacing and see if I'm telling the truth or not, if it's not the truth, it's not because I'm telling you something different intentionally. It's just because I don't remember. So if I lose my A license, it's not. Point is, losing my A license is not the end of the world if I lose it. I'd rather have fun. Yeah, I'm at the point in iRacing where I don't care about my I rating anymore.
One more lap.
And I'd rather just have fun, just have fun, enjoy myself. And since I like this track and car combo, I'm just going to have fun and enjoy myself. And I've actually gained I rating here this week. Yeah, I'm going to qualify in the back. It's fine. What am I, the 19 car? I might even start in the pits. I'm the 19 car. Shoot, I don't need to win this race or nothing. And the person that took the pole has ran a faster lap than what I've ran. by a second, so I'm not going to win unless he gets wrecked. So thinking about just starting in the back, or missing the start of the race is what I'm getting at, missing the start, to see if I can pull off a 0x. Because remember, that's the challenge, not winning the race. And if I tell you, if I can pull off a 0x, I'll probably finish in the top 5. The last race, I got wrecked out with 2 laps to go in the race, 2 or 3, and I still gained iRating and got like a 7th or 8th place finish, because that's all the cars that were left running on the track. Out of like 19 cars in the split last race, I'm just kind of cruising. I'm not even trying to get a good lap here, since I'm going to start in the pits. Shoot, guys, I'm trying to think. But yeah, but the last race, it was that bad, where out of 19 cars in the split, I think there was last race, there was 3 laps to go, and I got wrecked out, and I was like the 8th or 8th car I think left on the track, still running, and that means after I got wrecked out, there was only like 7 cars left, and that was after a fast repair. So, all right.
Good work, guys. Have a good one.
I am not going to. I just about gridded. I'm not going to grid. I'm not going to grid, and I'm not going to push the car hard. I ran a 20.9, I think, is my fastest lap. I'm not going to try to hit it. If I can run mid 21s, like 21.5s, pretty much the whole time, I'll be happy with that. So I'm not going to push the car and spin out or anything. Because some of the banking, there's a couple of turns, there's like negative banking. I think it's negative banking because there's a little bit of an elevation change, is how it turns into negative banking. And anyway, it's easy to, if you're running on the edge, it's easy to spin out barely on this track. So yeah, I'm going to do my last race for a while. I got my father-in-law's birthday celebrations tonight. He had his birthday a couple days ago, but had some stuff going on just to be able to celebrate it today. So family coming over. It's just my last race for at least for a while. I mean, when I say for this evening, I mean, supper time, evening. Tonight I might race a few more and stream. All right, here we go. I'm going to start in the pits and pits. All right, let's start. I'm all good with that.
Green flag.
All right, green flag. Had a 5-second hold. That's nothing, because they actually start back behind me.
The estimated SOS
so they're driving by right now, just I'm pulling out of the pits. So starting in the pits is not much of a penalty. Maybe 10 seconds is maybe all it is. Yeah, they're entering turn 1 now, but there will be a bunch of them wrecking. Yeah, maybe a 10-second penalty total for the whole race. Yeah, there's some of the cars that were at the back of the grid. They're just entering turn 1 now. No, dude, don't hit me. Come on, you go ahead, by the left.
Left side, clear on the left.
Yep, I'm just trying to survive the first few laps. Alright, here we go. Monty's number 4 car. I think I trust him to ride behind him. He's not going to spin out right in front of me. See, I got loaded up. I got loaded up on the edge that time. Just about started to go around, but held it down. That's where you had to. It's like these cars have a lot of bite to them. The tires do, until you just hit that point where they really load up real quick and you can go around quickly. That's why it's hard to run super fast laps here. in these cars. Go. I can run fast. I can run steady laps in them, but to run the super quick laps, like the sub 120 laps, some of the middle splits, the pole setters are running 119s. And then in the upper splits, the top 2 or 3, a lot of these races, pole setters are running like 118s. I think I might have even one practice session seen somebody do a hot lap of like 117. I think that was somebody do like 5,000-6,000 I rating or so, like the crazy guys in road course racing with the super high I ratings.
You got a slow car on the left.
Uh-oh, slow car on the left. There we go. Okay, he's gone already. See, you don't know. That's why it's so hard to get 0Xs in this. You can't see. You don't know where they're at. So you slow down. So on this race, I'm just going to slow down every time I hear that, I think, and just let them by. Not let them by, but I mean slow down just to see if they're there. And if I lose time, so be it. Just keeping the car running has more to do with position than not, I think I'm in the second to bottom split or third to bottom, something like that. Depends on how many people register for this race.
Slow car on the right.
Right, slow car on the right. He's gone. All right. See, I lost time because I slowed down. Just fine. I think Monty's caught him up there. Or no, Monty's already passed him. This is Matthew. Was the slow car. It was on the right. He must have messed up and wiggled and got loose or something. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this one. I know a lot of my road racing stuff's not as popular as my NASCAR stuff, especially open wheel. My GT3 stuff, I get decent amount of people watching it, but I know the open wheel stuff you guys don't care as much for, so I enjoy it. So I stream it just in case any of you out there want to watch it, enjoy it. But I know that we don't get a lot of views on these.
Car stopped on the left.
Okay, car stopped on the left.
Go to the top, go left. Go to the top, go left.
There's a couple of them.
Go left.
Whoa. I made it. All right. Hey, guys, back in the hairpin, thank you so much for locking it up and letting us through the middle between you guys. Be surprised how much that doesn't happen here.
Go to the top.
Oh, there's Matthew. Crap.
You got wheel damage.
Okay, do I have wheel damage? Okay, I do. Let's see what it feels like. Hope I don't go around. Should I take my fast repair?
We have to fix it.
I need to take my fast repair. It's like the meatballs are delayed for some reason. Yep, so there was my X's. I got 4X, so I lost the challenge. Alexander, go ahead and go on the left past me. I got a meatball. I got to go in.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 20.19.
Right. You always got to be careful here when you go to the pits. You'll miss it if you're not careful. It's just right here. You got to slip in.
Pit box in 10. 5.
Well, at least I got a fast repair. I'm going to try to stay on the lead lap.
1. Right here. That's it. Go.
All right. Stop and go. Yep. I ain't going to be able to stay on the lead lap. Hope I can finish on the lead lap. That'd be good. Come on, when you get out of here, I'm going to pop out maybe 10 seconds in front of the leader. 15 would be great if I can get 15-second cushion. If I can maintain that for 6 laps. Yeah, this would be about a 15-second cushion. Good deal. 17-second cushion. All right. As long as I don't get hit again, wreck again, make any more mistakes. Just run, just just comfortable, solid laps. I should be able to stay on the lead lap, get that extra lap worth of turns in, so it won't hurt my safety rating as much. Oh man, he's flying. 120 is his fastest lap. Or, okay, never mind. It's just part of the course wrong. Looked like he was really gaining on me. He kind of is a little bit. He's gained a second or two a lap, but again, that's enough cushion. It's just a certain part of the tracks I'm going fast, he's going slow, or he's going slow and I'm going fast. It makes it hard to track. Like right here, I had to turn down for that hairpin. He went down to 13 seconds behind me, but if here, he's going to slow down now after that hairpin here in a second, and then I'm going to shoot back up on time because I'm going down the straight. Yeah, like right now. He went down to 11 seconds. Now I'm building back up 13, 14, 15. Yeah.
The leader just did a 20.624.
Yeah, he's running the second half faster than me, which I know and I'm cool with. Again, I'm not trying to push the envelope here, my fastest lap, just trying not to get any more X's. Ashton, you back? Oh, guess not. There we go. I messed up, but I'm still gonna stay ahead of him, maybe. Didn't get any damage. Got a 2x. I'm up to 6x now. I may lose my lead lap position, maybe, because we got 5 more laps, four more laps. We'll see. I don't know how that happened. I went around like that. I don't know, maybe I put too much wheel into it because I'd slowed down enough for that turn. I had to just put too much wheel into it. Yeah, the leader's going to catch me. I'll go down a lap unless they get a little bit slower. If I get down a lap on the last lap, that's actually fine because it still count. They're coming. But here's where I went around last time. Try to keep that from happening again. Yeah, if I can hold off until the last lap and go down on that lap. Yeah, because now picking back up.
Lap of the session.
3.3, 3.2. I should pick it up here. Now I'm on 3 seconds. All right, well, we'll see. So that was my fastest lap of the session. That's wild. All right, here we go. This is one of those turns that has like negative banking. There we go. Yeah, no, he's not getting me before.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, I'm streaming a race, so just let you know. Having fun. Dude, I started in the pits and I still got wrecked. Got a 4X. Somebody hit me. Or wrecked in front of me, whatever. I can't remember. I had to go in and get my fast
The leader
repair.
is coming up on you. They're not our fight.
It was like the third lap or something when it happened. It's insane. And then I spun out once on accident. Didn't hit anybody, nobody was around, didn't hit the wall, just spun out, got 2x, I got 6x. And because of the spin out, because I had to take the faster pair and a spin out, I'm going to get past the leaders a second behind me. I want to let him pass right here. There we go. And there's another car. Oh.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. You guys having a good race?
Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Well, there's like 3 of them. This is a good race for the 3 cars fighting for the lead. They're right. The leader's got a few seconds on them, but that's it. Like 2 seconds. And the other 2 are back to back. They're pushing good laps. I gained a Y rating, so I moved up a split. I was the 19 car to 19 car split.
Just too easy for you.
No, well, I just know this track really. I'm not super fast, but I can put down solid laps for these splits. And everybody's getting wrecked, including me. But I'm not getting wrecked more than one time normally. And even like last race, even though I got wrecked twice, the second time at the very end, I still gained I rating. Like I'm the 11 car, even though I had to take my faster pair and I spun out once. I'm still the 11. I'm losing 2 I rating though because it's such a small split. All these F4 races are smaller splits. I think they split at 20. So this split's 19. I think that's right, isn't it, Ashton? These things split at 20. The F4 split at 20.
I don't know.
I think all the road course D-class stuff splits at 20. Because the Ferrari, the GT3 Ferrari Challenge is 15 minutes D-class. It splits at 20 as well. Pretty sure all the D-class stuff does on road. At least open wheel. But I think the sports car does too. Well, no, because I'm trying to think. I think one of there may be some exceptions. What's that multi-class D car race? The production car challenge stuff that has the Mazdas and the Toyotas and the Kias and you know all that stuff. They've got bigger splits than 20, but they're also multi-class.
Yeah.
On my white flag lap.
God, Alfredo's blocking all over the place.
Oh,
Get your butt off the track. He's
that
gonna wreck somebody.
That Alfredo. Let's trade him for some marinara.
Trade him for a grave. No offense. So, something that's really funny about him, and don't be alarmed, I know you're sure. I remember.
Alright.
He makes these little like track guide videos on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And
Are they supposed to be for people
like
on iRacing or something?
Yeah, but he acts like he's the one driving.
He's
but
not.
on the freaking window, like nameplate, it says Zach Novak.
That's hilarious.
Well held, Ricardo. Well held.
Oh. Yeah, anytime those get recommended to me, I look at the nameplate and I see it says Novak. I'm like, oh wow.
Oh, I was hoping the
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
but it didn't.
We'll get them next time.
Yeah, and Ricardo had really quick race.
You know, I think we need to get rid of the American flag. We need to find a new flag that represents America. And it can't be the American flag.
Well, American flag represents America. What are you talking about?
Not enough. I'm thinking the old Talladega logo.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
thinking the Daytona logo in there somewhere.
You're starting to sound like Robert.
Oh my gosh. You know, we like genuinely have a really cool flag. Like, I look at some other countries and they're just so like uninspired, you know. But then we got ours, and it has a very clear meaning to it, and origin. So I forget who designed it, but they did a good job.
Yeah, I like our flag. I like the original American flag with the stars and the circle. I think they were in a circle. I think if I remember right.
Yeah.
The Betsy Ross flag. I like it. Stars are just so cluttered now. I think they're smaller now than they were in the original to fit them all in.
Yeah, there's a lot of them now.
And I think that at some point there may be more added to it. We'll see. But 50 is a nice round number, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, be 51, 52. Like 50 is a nice round number. And I just think it's a matter of time Puerto Rico at some point made a state. All they got to do is find another state that they always add states in pairs. It's a tradition. They used to do it. This is in my live stream here. A second little tidbit of information for for those of you who like history that's finished out the live stream. Nobody watches these anyway. People watch my decent amount of people watch my NASCAR. I was telling people it was like one or two viewers at the beginning. I was telling them this like thanks for hanging out. They didn't hang out long because people view my NASCAR videos, and sometimes you will watch them even after they're live. You know, which is great because I get hours towards my channel that
Yeah.
way. And people watch the GT3 races because that's pretty popular. But nobody watches the open wheel, and I get people watching the Mazda races sometimes that I do. But yeah, the open wheel stuff, nobody wants to watch it. Like every time, it's like they tune into my stream and they're like, "Oh, Mike's racing open wheel again." Click, turn it off. Go tap another video. Go to something else on YouTube.
Hit the power button.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not watching this crap.
if it was the old school TV remote, they'd be clicking the channel button. You know, it's like no, we're not watching that open wheel stuff. But anyway, what I was gonna say is traditionally this is a tidbit for everybody else watching. This is the last tidbit we'll take before we look at the results and end the stream. But is that traditionally we've always added states in like twos or fours, but normally twos. And originally, oh geez, back before the Civil War, they would do it because of political. They didn't want to upset the political balance of power when it came to slave versus non-slave states. So it wasn't necessarily politically partisan motivated, but it was like they like in order to add a free state, the southern states wouldn't go along with it until they would add another slave state to keep the balance of power the same. And then in modern times, uh, it's the same deal, but it's based off party line. Like,
Yeah.
they won't add a Democrat voting or leaning territory unless they add a Republican one too, and that's why Hawaii and Alaska added at the same time. Hawaii was slanted big time Democrat, and Alaska slanted pretty heavily Republican, and it's all about the balance of power in the Senate because obviously Hawaii has a lot bigger population than Alaska, but it's about the Senate power, right? Because every state gets two votes, so
Yeah.
yeah, so Puerto Rico should have made a state a long time ago, but because of the population of the island, and it should be a state, but they lean Democrat. So in order for them to get added to the state, you'd have to find some territory that we pick up that leans Republican. Guam has always been thrown out there as a possible one. I'm not sure how they lean. I don't even think they like. I did watch a documentary on Guam one time and about their politics, and they aren't really. I mean, they register Democrat and Republican, but their politics are weird and different out there. It's not like a true. They don't fall under like strict party lines in their thinking like most other places in the United States do. Um,
Hmm.
But watch out for Greenland, and I'm actually serious, folks. Not that I'm trying to spout Trump's talking about Greenland's become a state, but if if somehow the Trump administration pulls that off and they become a territory of the United States, they are conservative for the most part in their politics, and you might see Puerto Rico get slid in as a state if if Greenland would too. So that might be how we get to 52. But other than that, poor Puerto Rico, is going to be sitting down there stateless until there's some territory we have that leans conservative to bring it in.
See, I actually think we need to remove 3 states to honor Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, which ones?
Ohio, for sure.
Why Ohio?
You heard about what goes on there?
Well, I live right next to Ohio. I know that. I know the reason the birds fly upside down over Ohio is because it's not worth crapping on. So I know that about Ohio.
Well, probably Maine. Get rid of that one too.
I could
Why
just
do we have
about.
that?
You know what? I could just about agree with Maine. We can give Maine to Canada.
Exactly, yeah. Give them something else.
Maybe we can make a trade with Canada. Maybe they could give us one of their more conservative provinces, like in the heart of Canada, like right above, with some of the stuff like right above the Dakotas or something out there, Montana, Dakotas
Oh my gosh.
out there. Maybe
So
we
we
can
just
make a
have a
trade.
straight line
Yeah,
through
yeah,
Canada?
right. Make a trade, and they can have Maine, or actually, no, I'll keep Maine if they take the state of Washington or something, or Oregon. Oregon's on the border, right? I have to get a map. I can't remember. It's either Washington or Oregon. I can.
Oh, it's
Hey,
Washington.
yeah, I always probably failed that in geography because they're right together, and I could never remember which one was the one that was the one on top. Yeah, it's Washington. That's right.
I remember it because Seattle's close to Vancouver.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's look at my results, Ashton, and then I'm gonna call it quits. My father-in-law's here at 5:30. He came early at 5:30. We're having his birthday party, so I got to go for that and be social. I'd be if I didn't. So anyway, let's. What did I do here?
Little
Ugh,
sorority social.
what is this? That's the practice. Hold on. Where's the results for the race? He got here early. My wife's like, "You're being rude." She said something like, okay. He's like, "Quit that and come up." Where's the results? Oh, here it is. My 6X. Okay, so. Ugh, I actually lost I rating on that one. That's odd. I'm trying to build up my open wheel I rating, but getting wrecked out some doesn't help either. But oh yes, I lost safety again. I have my 6X. I'm down to a point. I lost 0.05, so not much. Down to a 1.23. I'm just like, if I can get a nice track that has open, it doesn't have any barriers where people wreck one, and if they wreck, they just get flying off the track somewhere. If I can get one of those where I can do open wheel races with 0Xs, I'll try to. We got what week is this? 5 or 6. I got half a season to get that back up above 2.0, so I don't lose my A license. And then I lost 6 on my I rating, takes me to 1050. So there you have it, guys. And I was what? I was the 11 car, and I started 12th, and I finished 7th. Oh, not 7th. Sorry, I finished 11th. Yeah, sorry, 11th. So it wasn't 12. I was the 19. Sorry, I was the 19 car. Started 12th, finished 11th, and I lost. Even though, see, that's the problem with being the last car in a split. Everybody else, by definition, because their I ratings are higher, they should be faster than you. And so I finished what 8 above my number, Ashton, and I still lost 6 I rating. Please tell me how that's fair. Like we need to write a letter writing campaign. How about politics? We need to politic iRacing. I think me and you need to get on our letter writing campaign. We need to write a form letter that we can send around to people so they can just fill it out and send it in. Because people don't do the hard work on their own. If you want them to do something for you, you got to do most of the work for them. We need to get a digital form letter they can just click a button, sign their name to, and then we need to submit those to iRacing and say that's not right. You shouldn't finish 8 numbers, 8 positions ahead of where iRacing says your skill level is, and still lose iRating. What do you think?
Well, the I rating number isn't where you're supposed to finish. Like, in order for you to gain I rating, you typically need to be top half of the field.
Oh yeah, I understand the formula. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that it's skill based matchmaking, right? Like it's based on your skill. And my skill says that I'm the 19th fastest car or 19th best racer. Supposedly, I mean, I know people are better and they're gaining, and some people are falling off, whatever. But in average, I'm the 19th best racer in a 19 car split, and I finished 11th. That means I finished above my predetermined skill level, so I should gain I rating. That's what I'm trying. I understand how the system works completely. I'm just saying it's not right. It's not fair. They should change it. If you do above your skill level, you should get rewarded for that. And you don't. Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree, because you don't need to just finish above your like number. You need to finish well in the race.
Ah,
So if you're
boo.
yeah,
Boo! That's it, guys. We're in the stream. I'm cutting. I'm cutting Ashton out. Boo! I don't like that philosophy. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hope you, if any of you do watch this race later, and bear with me through an open wheeler, we just wanted to give you some entertainment there at the end. Appreciate you. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like what we do. Helps out the channel. And if you want to get
Ooh.
notified, click the bell icon. Guys, we will see you in the next one.